those like how many minutes I have left, or how much has passed?
How much
You have left.
How much you have left?
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. My brain still had to just catch that. Okay.
You start.
Good evening, everybody. I want to first thank you all for sticking around to hear my speech. I recognize it has been a long night and your presence is appreciated. I would like to introduce myself formally. My name is Tiana, Valerio. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm running for next year's executive director. Kasamahan has been a constant in my college career, a constant that I find home in. It is a constant that I have always done my best to give back to, as it has given a lot to me. While I was not on executive board this year, I have historically served on board, as my freshman year being a rep and sophomore year being PRPA. Even though I was not able to be on board, I made sure that I was still able to be involved in this organization and help it grow in the ways that I could, including being a part of Kate Committee and being a part of Cultural Committee. With this experience in the organization, I feel I am a strong candidate for your next year's executive director. This year, I have been able to see what it is like to be a general member, all the good and the things that need improvement that come with that. This year, I did my best to learn as much as I could to help benefit this organization. I took on a job with student leadership and engagement this year and was able to see how the university supports organizations in all aspects. I now know not only how I can support organizations on an individual basis, but how this university can help this organization. This means that not only am I knowledgeable on how this organization can be one as an executive board member, but through an administrative lens as well. I established a good relationship with the Culturally Focused Club Council as I served as their VP of Leadership and Finance this year. There are so many things that we can learn from other cultural organizations such as PRISMs and Latinos Unidas, and as executive director, I want to help tap into that knowledge. I want to help Kasamahan go beyond itself and improve so that the community can help Kasamahan and Kasamahan can help the community. I recognize the growth that Kasamahan has had this year. However, there is always room for more. As Kasamahan, we preach unity and solidarity, and we have been amazing at fostering unity in this organization. But it is time for Kasamahan to start building their solidarity with the organizations that have historically stood by our side. Being on CFCC this year and on PRPA last year has shown me what a great and big organization we are. But it has also shown me that there is space for Kasamas in the community that we have yet to venture out to, that would help us as an organization reach our greatest potential. I feel that with this knowledge that I have obtained this year is exactly what the executive director needs for this coming year. I want to be able to provide this knowledge to the incoming executive board because I feel that this is what's going to help give clarity to what needs to get done and where that growth can come from. This year, on my platform, I said I wanted to focus on transparency. This term gets passed around a lot. However, the way that I want to approach transparency is according to the membership. Imposing my own definition of transparency won't do anything for this organization if my definition doesn't align with yours. That is why it is my goal to understand how membership seeks transparency in executive board and be able to deliver on their wants and needs. On the note of transparency, I want to be transparent in my intentions for running for executive director. I contemplated a lot on how to explain why I love this organization, and this is the way that I could say it the easiest. Out of all the spaces that I have been in my college career, this is a space that I want to spend my last year pouring myself into, giving the 110% that I have not been able to give this year. Kasamahan consistently gives me so much, and I just want the opportunity to give back to it equally. Some may say, why do you feel you're fit for this position? And I'm here to bring an answer to that question with an anecdote that I said when I was first running for PRPA. Have you ever heard of a city called Daly City? I've lived there and grown up there my entire life. I've grown up privileged as I was surrounded by Filipinos who looked like me and understood me and my culture. While I was loud and proud about growing up a Filipino surrounded by Filipinos, aside from the fact that I knew that we had amazing food and a welcoming culture, there wasn't much else I knew about my heritage. Once I was able to get out of Daly City and come to USF and experience an organization like Kasamahan, where they are rooted in heritage and spreading knowledge about it, I realized how much I didn't know about the person I am and where my family came from. This speaks to why I want to be a part of Executive Board this year. I want to help make that experience for someone else. I want to help others recognize that amazing culture that they come from and that there is more to being Filipino to us. Please help me build our kwento, our story. Thank you.